Okay, so that means something new's gonna pop up, huh? Oh. Papers strewn about the floor. Strange. Doesn't appear as if they've been written on. I know it sounds a bit silly, but let's try not to trample all over these papers, okay, Professor? Jeez. Play a few notes. Open a strange passage through to, behind the shelf or something? Sounds about right. This is... What is it, Luke? This letter on top of the piano. This was evidence during that trial. What? That trial, my boy? Yes, the trial about Sir Belduke's death. The trial when you were... You mean when I was turned to gold? In which case, this letter is the one that the storyteller's owl, Hoot, gave us after we last paid him a visit. Well, yes it is, but that letter was completely blank, wasn't it? Indeed it was. That was meant to be Sir Belduke's suicide note, which he'd addressed to the storyteller. His suicide note, you say? But Sir Belduke's butler swapped the letter for some plain sheets of parchment before it got delivered. And those blank sheets were given to us by Mr. Hoot, who knew something was strange about them. I see. I certainly missed out on some intriguing developments during my absence. Man, how I wish I would have seen that excitement. The real suicide note was revealed at the trial. But how has it ended up here? That's actually kind of strange. I thought you were just pointing at the blank sheets of paper. Well, I imagine that's quite simple, Luke. Oh, really? I'd like to hear this. It's likely that after the trial finished, the letter was returned to its rightful owner. Wait a minute. Is Mailer... Oh, God, no. No, don't let Mailer be in here. For some odd reason, Mailer would be in here. It was addressed to the storyteller, after all. Right. I guess that does make sense. I suppose the storyteller finally had a chance to actually read it, and then... Yes. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that he most likely did so very recently. Perhaps even today, while sitting at the piano. What on earth was going through his mind here before that final parade? There's something we're not seeing here. We need to investigate this closely, Luke. What could it be? Surely this is not a trap of some kind? It's unlikely that a trap would be so obvious. Just a moment. There's some kind of puzzle in this piano here. Is it the one where you go da 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 da? Whoosh. The shelf goes. Oh look, it's puzzle 68. Are we gonna hit? Yeah. 50. Oh crap. Below the stained glass window is written. Okay. When the stars have aligned, the goddess shall pluck her harp, bringing forth her serene song. Rearrange the musical notes to create a lovely melody. Touch a musical note. Get ready for the sound. There it is. Okay. Touch a musical note and slide the stylus to move it across the screen. Place a musical note over the desired spot and release it to have the note switch places. Once you have decided on your answer, touch submit to see if it is correct. So, what are we supposed to do? okay. There's a bunch of... I need to, like, freeze frame it, pretty much. I can cheat this, actually. I can so cheat this. Just give me a sec. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec, and... There we go! Okay. Gotcha! Give me this. Freeze frame. Okay, so... the fourth note is definitely this one. Looks like this one is... that. That is that. Yeah, this would take a little while without knowing it. Okay, that. That. I think that's it. What do you all think? Is this it? Does that look right?
Let's see if I've proven myself.
BAM!
You should expect no less from a gentleman.
Cool. That was an interesting puzzle. It would have taken me longer if I hadn't have taken a screenshot and cheated it that way. It would have probably taken me another, like, 3 minutes or something to figure out what goes where. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. That's definitely it. Alright, so... Superb! A loud bang rings through the air as the celestial globe adorning the ceiling begins to move. Oh, there goes the secret. Got a secret ceiling glass, huh? Or just a ceiling. Oh! Oh!
Look, Professor! A stairway just appeared.
Behind it.
Could there be another room above this one?
It was behind a shelf, wasn't it?
I have a feeling that the rooftop we saw from the garden continues above here.
Oh, I can see what you mean, Professor. It's really dark in here, but moonlight seems to be coming in from up above.
Well, there's no turning back now. The answer to the biggest mystery of all is surely waiting for us ahead.
I think so too, Professor. I wonder what on earth it could be.
The next step in the storyteller's story, if I'm not mistaken.
The next step? But the story has already finished, hasn't it?
No, the story must go on.
Not yet, Luke. It's still a little too soon for the ending.
Alright, so we got the suicide note back. Is this gonna be it?
I had a feeling that you, of all people, would make it this far.
It's you!
I thought so. You are still alive. Professor Layton, I've had enough of your running around, flagrantly contravening the flow of my story. As such, I can no longer ignore your meddling.
Professor!
Thank you, my boy.
This game just wants to rub it in more and more. Let's make one of the hardest puzzles be number 69, of course, yeah. That's just fine. Yes. Yes. 69's just fine. Okay. All that the storyteller writes is destined to come true. Your opponent's attacks are no exception. Memorize the storyteller's tale and deflect your opponent's predetermined moves. Enemy knights will appear in accordance with the storyteller's tale. Memorize the order of their attacks and deflect them using the knight's own moves against them. Touch the attack icons on the touchscreen below in the order that you think they appear. Once you have selected the order, touch submit to see if your answer is correct. I'm afraid your role in the story ends here, Professor. Now, allow me to write the tale of your demise! The knight drew his blade as the battle came to a close. He raised his blade overhead and delivered the finishing blow! Okay. Vertical, horizontal, thrust, and jump. Bam! Well played, Professor. But how will you fare in this tragic tale? A new knight stepped in for his fallen comrade. He slashed quickly, delivering 3 blows before finishing the battle with a 3-hit combination attack. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one I might forget. I think that's it though. Yeah! Oh yeah! Bam! Think you worked it out, do you? Let us see if you can predict the ending of this final chapter! The final knight drew his sword. As he attacked, he began to vanish into thin air, his movements veiled in the embrace of the shadows. What?! Are you freaking kidding me?! I don't even remember what it was! But are you serious?! How am I supposed to do- No hint coins! No! I don't even remember what it was! Oh, so you can't even show me what it was again because, yeah. Well, damn. Nope. Okay, let's see this again. I was always horrible with memorizing, but whenever there's no pattern at all, it's kind of a little tough. Bam! Yeah! Okay, second try. I needed to see it again, seriously.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
No, it wasn't! Well, the first two were, but the last one was kind of... Are you freaking kidding me? I wasn't expecting that. Marvelous. In this case, It would seem that the pen is not stronger than the sword.
Professor, behind you!
Fire Emblem rules.
That was close.
Yeah!
Storyteller, I'm afraid that the power of your pen is no longer absolute. You never fail to impress me, Professor Layton. Just tell me one thing. What exactly are you trying to achieve? You could say, I'm trying to lift the veil that hangs over the town. If that is indeed the case, the answer lies in the final story. This very evening, the great witch Vizela will be tried, and all stories will end. You should take your place in the gallery and observe the final trial. Permit me, if I may, to ask you a question, Mr. Storyteller. Why is it that you are here? What? You too should be watching in the gallery, watching as your twisted story unfolds. My twisted story? What do you mean by that? You must surely be aware that your story has already become twisted. Take our arrival in this town, for instance. Not to mention our being here at this very moment. Neither of these things could have happened in the story you wrote. In other words, what I'm saying is that you are no longer the weaver of the tale.
Just gotta say one thing. When I said Fire Emblem rules, I meant the sword's better than the axe. It is as you say. The story I crafted has indeed been twisted out of proportion by someone else's actions. I'm not surprised you realized. It seems nothing passes by those sharp eyes of yours. That is exactly why I decided to write the grand finale. To prevent any further distortion. Do you mean to suggest that by ending the story, you could return this town to its original state? To its original state, you say? I'm afraid that is not the case. The entire truth behind Labyrinthia is sealed by a single spell. That's right. The final spell. The final spell, you say? When this spell is invoked, Labyrinthea's true form will become clear to all. What kind of spell is that? It is a spell that has always been hidden within plain view. What's that supposed to mean? Essentially, the final spell is concealed at the start. Yes, that's what dots do. I saw his mouth move during them dots. The final spell is concealed at the start? What on earth are you talking about? Bah! I thought you two took it upon yourselves to unravel mysteries. Do you not? Do what you will with it. Very well. Now then, I believe there's just one thing that you may wish to hear from me. And what would that be? Firstly, what would you say if I told you that this twisting story of yours is leading towards a grand finale quite different to the one you had planned? What do you mean? This evening, you supposedly gave up your life to the Great Witch Bezella, did you not? As a result, the person thought to be Bezella is being tried in court at this very moment. Now, if you'll permit me to ask, do you happen to know the name of the accused? Naturally, I wrote the name myself. There can be no question. Of course, the name of the accused is... Blackout! Blackout! Espella Cantabella. No, Professor's gonna say something and he's like... What did you say? I was close. What are you saying? You mean my Espella is... Yes, the accused at this evening's trial is none other than Espella Cantabella. That can't be. That's preposterous. This is your doing. What have you done, Layton? You ask me what I've done, Mr. Storyteller. I am but a solver of puzzles and mysteries. I do not concern myself with scheming. My Espella! Why? How is she the accused? Oh. As you can tell, Storyteller is not the antagonist now, and is really kind of ticked off at what's going on and why is she being accused. Perhaps you ought to go and see for yourself, Mr. Storyteller. Do you think it's a good idea to just stand here lamenting your daughter's fate? What's to be done? Well, Mr. Storyteller, I will be returning to the court. I'd like to witness this grand finale with my own eyes. Ah, yes. Before I leave, there's just one thing I'd like to make clear. I do not intend to simply take my place in the gallery and observe the trial. Naturally, there's only one place for me to stand in order to unravel all these mysteries. You mean to say that you will stand as the defender? Unfortunately, the defender's position is already taken. Moreover, Mr. Storyteller, I am the one who knows the truth. The true identity of the Great Witch Bezella, that is. How can you know? There's only one place at which I should stand in order to assert such a fact, and that is not the side of the defense. Is it starting to become clear what the verses in the title means? Surely you can't mean, or surely you can't mean. I anticipate seeing you again soon, Mr. Storyteller. Well, don't ask me how the storyteller lived to tell another tale. But a little surprising, a little bit not, but a little bit surprising to me. And at the same time, I kind of had a feeling storyteller didn't have a pure black heart of evil that he still cared about his daughter, but it just... The one thing that just kind of makes me wonder is why did Espella leave her home? And the only thing that I can think is something to do with Darklaw, because that picture's obviously Darklaw. So yeah, with that, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will catch you all in the next video. Have a great day.